Well, you're working in the middle, so obviously the platform's working.
Platform's brilliant, thank you, darling.
Can you mind my chandelier though when you're going round?
Needs a good clean.
Someone said it's the Art Deco look. How's it going anyhow?
My neck's killing.
Is it? Okay, well the Go Spa Me fund is doing well, so you should be alright. Just hang in there.
I'm nearly halfway though, that's a good sign.
That's the way to do it though, isn't it? That's the way to do it. I think you should only do a small section, have a break.
Have a Kit Kat.
Have a Kit Kat. So you've done one half almost of the entire room.
Yes.
Oh, well that's good then. Yeah, no problem at all.
And then tomorrow I'll be looking like a ghost because I'll need to sand it.
Yes, you will be actually. It almost looks to me like this half.
It's small, like brilliant.
You'd love it if it was. To me, it seems to be worse.
Oh,
has
go
more.
Make the coffee.
So maybe just do a quarter of this room tomorrow, and then the following day do the other half or quarter. Did I hear you finished?
Woohoo!
Well done.
Yeah, but look at my hair.
Look at your hair. Yes. Isn't that lucky to have a bird?
I have finished the coat of plaster.
Yes.
It's only taken 3 days and it's only cost me €20.
Although you say it's taken 3 days, we have broken it up a bit. So
I'm really happy with that, and then the next step will be to sand it down.
well, hey. And then you're going to think about spraying, are you?
Maybe. But even better news, my mother and her partner Alf are getting the ferry tomorrow, so they'll be here to help in the garden, although my sister says I'm not allowed to work too hard. And the even better news is, yay, Matthew's back in England!
He is, yes. And it won't
Our
be long.
long lost son who's been on Australia for nearly 3.5 years. So he'll be over here in a few weeks' time as well.
And we'll make sure he works his little backside off. More hands on deck, hey darling?
Yay!
But well done. We can then think about putting some paint up. No? Still got to sort the wallpaper out actually, so that is going to be a trip back to England. But it's not a panic at the moment, is it? It doesn't have to be done this minute. And that's a clean job, I guess. So actually, oh, you can't do the paint till you know the wallpaper.
Oh well.
It's the catch-22 scenario. Right, so we've picked the OAPs up from the ferry port, Con, and the first place I've got to take them to the beach, but they're here, they're on French land. Are you going for a swim? I'm going for a paddle, traditional English thing, followed by fish and chips.
Oh, we had that last night.
And a cup of tea. You got your workaways here now, darling. Well, we'll let them have a little play on the beach and then we'll get and do some work.
Oh, I dear, I've had this COVID. You get tired afterwards.
Oh, any excuse, eh?
Yeah.
We'll
Takes
think
all
of
your
something.
energy.
I do believe I've seen somebody doing something really naughty.
Oh, I'm waiting for my knife.
What on earth do you think you're doing?
Well, I was waiting for you, Carol, to do what you wanted to do in the salon. So I thought, well, I can't waste time. I found my new truck. Is this my new toy?
Yes, I thought I could put you in it and we'll have a wheelbarrow race.
I'm going to fill it up with weeds. But in the meantime, I'm waiting for a little knife to do your geranium pots
I left it on the terrace for you.
on the terrace.
Yes,
Oh, right.
but anyway, you've started over here, have you?
Only because I was waiting for the knife.
You've been here a few hours and you're working already. My sister's going to give me some lip, I know that.
Well, this is my little project when I feel like it.
Oh, is it?
I'm going back to do the geraniums first of all, okay?
So last year when my mother and Alf were here, we did clear this area, and unfortunately it's got a little bit overgrown again, neglected due to other work carrying on.
Again.
But they're back again, yes. And she's on her hands and knees already, even though she's still recovering from COVID.
Right. I'll go and find my little knife and go to the geraniums.
Yes.
See you later.
Mad as a hatter. Now you know where I get it from.
So you're back on your high horse again?
Are these cables live?
No.
Good news for that. Got pat hair as it is.
You won't have any hair if you touch them.
I'm not going to wash this ceiling because it's so delicate. I'm just dusting it off. It's so delicate that I already had one piece fall off already.
Get the glue out.
So I'm going to have to glue that on. So I'm just dusting it off carefully. Yeah, I've done that now.
That's dusted.
I'm just going to use the cork to do these cracks, go around these cracks and get those done.
Yeah.
Other than the bit that's fallen off, it looks complete.
Wow.
Apart from this tiny section here, but you're not going to see that once it's white. You're not even going to know that.
You won't. You'll be staring at the chandelier. You won't be staring at the rose.
I'm really worried about the weight of this, though. You can see it's got the cracks within 4 sections.
Okay. Believe me, that is going into one seriously oak beam above joist.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell you what, you want to test it? Well, hang off that hook.
You can hang off it.
So you're doing that. Alf's here. We picked him up yesterday, so he's ready to go out in the garden and do some work. And I'm going to go and do some bits with him.
Well, after I've done this, on these cracks, I'm going to go around the edges and do those little balls that are missing.
Ah, the ones you're going to pipe.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't need us around for that. We can disappear and do some sunbathing, can we?
That's where I'm going after this.
Oh, I think
It would seem rude not to join my mother out in the garden.
you just mean you want to go see the sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay, have fun.
Thanks.
Right, there you go, Alf. That's your challenge for the day. Make Carol a happy girl.
Yeah, well, as I say, I'm going to get dressed to get protected before I go in there because I don't know what's in there. That's why I've got my boots on and my long trousers. And
Going in safari mode.
yeah, until such time as I know what's involved.
Well, just don't say there's a snake in my boot.
Yeah.
I'm going to time lapse you and then we can all have fun later. Well, I've just left Alf down at the chicken run and he's off, he's underway. He's faster than a flipping chicken, he is. What are you doing now?
Does that look like it's in the right place? I've just glued that one on.
Darling, I'm so short-sighted. I barely see you up there, let
Also,
alone
a big
that.
tip for people that don't know, when you're using cork, whatever cork, chalk, whatever you like to call it, and glue, and you need to smooth it out. If you buy clear washing up liquid, you can use neat washing up liquid to smooth it out, and it won't stick to you, but it will smooth it out and it doesn't stick to you.
Oh, that's a top tip. So straight
Instead
from
of,
the bottle.
Instead of it sticking to your finger,
Yeah.
and you can then smooth it into the gaps as well.
With neat washing up liquid.
Yep.
Wow, there you go.
Right, apart from this huge crack over there, so I don't have to come down, can you see any more? I've done the 4 cross sections.
I know the 4 original ones, and this side I can't see any of them. Can't see any cracks. Wow,
So
okay.
I need to come down and go to this part here.
Can see that from over here. It's quite a large one,
That's
isn't
quite
it?
big, that one.
Okay, but you'll cork that as well, will you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Right. I don't think anyone's actually seen this close up. The detail up here.
See the lion's heads?
Oh yes.
Okay, so there's 4
Upside
lion's
down.
heads.
So if
And
I
then you've got the ladies' heads.
can we get the
They've-
lion's head a bit more obvious? My word, yes, I didn't notice that. Oh, and the lady's head.
They've probably got a name for them. They've got little weird shaped ears. It's like Avatar.
Except they're not blue.
And here you have the shell shapes.
Yes.
And over here you've got the harvest fruit. Oh, it's not, no, that's not fruit, they're flowers. The fruit's in the dining room.
Yes. Which would make sense.
Yeah.
Wow. And there, oh yeah, I'll just show these cracks that you're actually having to go around and talk.
I'm just going to do a few more over here.
Incredible.
You won't see it from the bottom, but as I'm up here and I can see it, I'm doing it.
Bird's eye view.
Not quite your cherry picker.
Don't think that'll get in here.
I'm just repairing these balls up here with dollops of cork. Someone did suggest maybe I should make them out of clay. I don't have any clay, so I'm just going to do it like this. So I'm just going to pipe it like this. One.
They look like emoji poos.
Adrian. And then with my brush and my washing up liquid, I'm going to flatten those into balls. They look like nipples. If you look over here, I'm just going to let those harden off a little. If you look over here, I'm just working on these ones over here.
This is one I did earlier. You blew
Well,
petals on it.
I literally just piped these and I'm just making the shape and smoothing it off.
That works.
Does it?
Yeah. Now they look like balls.
And I don't think that one's big enough so I can touch that up again.
Right.
But we'll let them set.
Remembering, we are literally 30 centimetres away from them. Down at the bottom, you're nearly 4 metres away. So I think you'll be fine.
We'll smooth them off, let them set a bit harder.
Right.
And then, because that one's not very round. So I need to sculpt that bit. But while I'm up here, I'm also going to, bear with me, I'm going to get my gun ready.
Looking along at these, they're not,
There's
they're-
more there.
Yeah, I was about to say there's one there, but they're not all absolutely the same anyhow, so.
So while I'm up here repairing balls, I'm going to stick this piece in here that fell out quite some time ago.
What, while I was bashing the hammer?
No, while I was doing all the stripping, which feels like a lifetime ago.
It does, doesn't it?
Plenty of glue on there. And I'm hoping it will just slide back in. There we go. There.
Parfait.
Fill that crack. Paint
perfect.
it and you'll never know. Yes, there's a big crack here that needs filling. This panel's also dropped very slightly.
That's why you got that slight crack there. But structurally, that's fine. That's just the plaster. So you'll just caulk that, won't you?
No, I probably used some filler for that.
Right. Okay.
like I used to the ceiling.
Yes.
Oh, look, this is what I'm talking about. See, if you look here, this Daddy Longlegs cobweb makers has got all these babies. Can you see? Look,
Oh,
that's just one.
they're going to have you.
Right, back to my balls. I've just smoothed off these ones over here. Oh, they're there. They're good enough now.
As I said, from down below on the floor, you wouldn't have a clue. Well done. But you've got to go around checking all of them, as you've just seen, with some missing over this side.
And then do all these cracks in the corners of the ceiling. Oh look, that's a bit loose. I might fix that now while we're here. Put a little bit of glue in there first, and then I'll go back and fill it later. Just to hold it in place. Yeah, lots of filling to do up here.
In that case, I'll see you tomorrow morning.